Once upon a time, I was a princess in this fairy tale gumdrop.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Wednesday night edition of the Lowdown. I am your host, Princess Skywalker Jessie B, joined by my tag team partner, John Anthony. How you doing tonight, John?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Can't spell Wednesday at AEW. Awesome show tonight. Can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, it was a great go-home show for AEW. They definitely knocked it out of the park tonight, getting ready for Double or Nothing this weekend.
Absolutely.
So we started out the night with Paige and Ospreay face-to-face in the ring, giving off two of probably the best promos of the night out of both of them.
Of the night, these promos slapped, I think, for 2025. I can't think there's anything that Punk or anybody over in WWE has said that has really hit as much home as these two gents laid out with their personal life, everything they've done in AEW for the past 2-3 years. If you didn't get them, like, let's say I was crying out here, but if you didn't get in your feels and looking at this and get invested in this match, the fact that it's probably going to main event Double or Nothing, man, then you got to check your pulse, because I'm telling you, these guys laid it all out there and one hell of a promo on either side for those gents. Very, very proud, and it was an awesome thing to see.
Yeah, and that's the next thing I was going to say, is it has been announced it is officially the main event of Double or Nothing for Sunday night. So
there we go.
That's going to be a fantastic way to close the show.
Absolutely. It's going to be awesome. I'm pumped for it.
Hang on one second. Tattoo lady. I'm planning stuff again. More tattoos.
Nice.
I want some on my fingers. Some little girly shit on my fingers or something.
Nice.
But anyways, sorry, totally digressing, having a Jessie B moment where I'm totally not paying attention to life and seeing the squirrel. But the squirrel is named Tattoos, and she had an opening tomorrow, so why the hell not? But yeah, fantastic fucking promos. I love how Ospreay tried to have a toast with Hangman before the promo started, and Hangman was like, nah, man, I ain't doing that shit with you. But then they both ended up having a toast at the end of the promo without actually having a toast. So, what's up, Isaiah? Hey there, Stampede. Welcome in tonight. But it was a really good way to start off the night with these very strong promos. You know, Hangman hit the nail on the head, though, when he says that for him, it's personal and he doesn't just want it, he needs it. And that hit the nail right on the head, because Hangman needs this win so much more than Ospreay does. And that's why I picked Hangman to win on Sunday, is because I just feel like Hangman has so much more to lose by losing this match. He has so much more to gain by winning this match than Will Ospreay does. Will Ospreay can lose this match and be just fine. Hangman has been on a perpetual losing streak, losing everything important. It's time for Hangman to get his comeuppance.
No, I totally agree. That's the exact sentiments I had when we did our show on Saturday. I said the same exact thing. Will be fine taking an L here. It's fine. It's going to be a banger of a match. It's going to be awesome. Obviously, this is where Adam needs to get that belt. And again, it's been a 2 years of irrelevance and just kind of a lot of coming up short with a lot of things. No tournaments won, no nothing on for him to show for it. So, like I said on Saturday, this is his time to shine. The match is going to be awesome, but at the end of the day, he's going to come out winning the Owen, and Will is going to be just as good on the other side of that, whatever he gets into down the road.
Absolutely. Mox and Marina enter from there, which I was honestly surprised that this match was the first match of the night. This triple threat match. I thought this was going to be the main event. So I was definitely shocked when it was the first match of the night. John said it's time to embrace the anarchy. So we've got John Moxley and the Young Bucks versus Samoa Joe, Hobbs, and Swerve. Great match. Absolutely great match. Lots of action, lots of back and forth. They definitely did a good job making both teams look strong going into Anarchy into the arena this weekend. Joe, Hobbs, and Swerve come out with the win on this one, which I was surprised because the Bucks usually don't lose.
Yeah, no, great match. Obviously, when they came out, I had a little inkling that it was going to do some foreshadowing to the end of the night, which obviously came true. Yeah, I mean, them winning that kind of gives me a little foreshadowing into Anarchy in the arena and kind of also what happened going. But you also go to the other side of that, kind of the Bucks are the ones that putting people through tables at the end of the match, at the end of the show. So it's kind of a toss of what's going to happen in Anarchy as far as when Sunday rolls around. But absolutely hell of a 6-man match. Awesome stuff. Joe pretty much saying we're still going to get you. Wait the whole night. Anarchy, they're blaring music out the arena. Awesome stuff. Great foreshadowing what we're going to see on Sunday. So exciting stuff. Definitely a good setup for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that was great. I was definitely going to get to all that. We'll get to all that more into detail later on when we get to that part of it. But we had the win. Then the Death Riders came out. Shibata, Willow, Omega, just a melee of people to start out the beginning of the night. Like you said, foreshadowing to the end and what happened at the end of the show. We get a little Hurt Syndicate promo that was shot earlier in the day where MJF and his lawyer and their lawyer meet. What a goofy ass looking lawyer for the Hurt Syndicate, though. My goodness.
Smart Mark,
found a not Smart Mark. I said the Hurt Syndicate's lawyer.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that has a goof. That guy's a goof.
Like what the fuck? You think
he's probably a legit lawyer. The funny thing is he's probably a legit lawyer.
The Hurt Syndicate, though, would have some like suave ass fucking lawyer coming out and fucking shit like that instead of that goofy ass fucking lawyer that they had. But
that's probably an actual lawyer.
Whatever. Yeah. So then we go right into the segment where they induct MJF into the Hurt Syndicate and it goes off without a hitch. Shockingly enough, I was actually very surprised that this went off without any surprises.
Nah, man, it's going to go as way as planned, man. I'm telling you, that was the way it was supposed to go. He gets in. Any shenanigans, any snake in the grass kind of stuff. You guys are out here praying for Cedric Alexander. That stuff's not going to happen now. You got to let it matter. You got to let it marinate. You got to let it breathe. Bobby obviously was very hesitant to sign the contract. Last one in, especially when they announced the order, Bobby being the last one. I was like, oh, man, we're looking at something here. And come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Sign it, man. Come on. Signs it. Obviously, that gives you a little bit of telling of what the future holds. I'm sure Cedric will become a player down the road, way after Double or Nothing. But we got to let this breathe. Let this storyline play out. MJF, I think, will have a hand in helping in a couple things towards the end, maybe cost them back and forth. I'm sure it comes down to obviously Max getting his hands on the Triple B again. And obviously, like they said, the contract is favorable to both parties. No one talked about what those terms and conditions are at this time. I'm sure we'll find that out later on down the road. But yeah, definitely. Again, when Bobby signed it, I was like, okay, this is it. Here we go. This is the end of the short. And obviously, we'll talk about what happened after they signed the contract and everything. But yeah, goes off without a hitch. This storyline is inked. It's good to go, and I'm excited to see what happens as far as the next few months with MJF part of the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah. So after the contract was signing, we have an appearance by the Sons of Texas. And we come out, and Dustin Rhodes puts out an okay promo. Wasn't the greatest promo, but it was a good promo. He's a legend. You got to give Dustin the respect that he deserves. Setting up for the Sons of Texas versus the Hurt Syndicate on Sunday, which, unless they do some sort of major fucking swerve, I just don't see the Sons of Texas winning the titles. I don't see it happening. No, there's no way. That's what I mean. I think this is going to be the first drop of
And again, it's all foreshadowing, guys. It's like we all do this. We all watch different. We've all watched monumental amounts of wrestling. Like it's the fact that Dustin right now is calling out Max to be the snake in the grass. Don't trust this man. This man is going to do it. Max, this is going to be where Max is shining with a smile on his face, like the Cheshire Cat, and helping them win matches, retain titles until it's favorable for Max to not help them and get their help. So that's going to, again, like I said, as soon as Bobby signed it, I knew this is going to the road we're on. This is going to be a great 3, 4, possibly 5-month storyline leading up to obviously everything imploding, them guys facing each other for whatever. But yeah, I can tell you right now, Sunday, Max is going to have a hand in with them winning that and retaining and looking at Bobby going. And then once Bobby gains the trust, that's when everything starts to go downhill. So, but again, very, very exciting. I think the match is going to be great on Sunday, and the storyline with him in the Hurt Syndicate is going to be amazing. So get your popcorn ready. It's going to be good.
It's definitely an odd fit, but it fits.
Yeah, I like it. The Hurt Syndicate is like, yeah, they're big dudes. They hurt people. They're powerhouses, but they're also opportunists. And that's exactly what Maxwell Jacob Freeman is. He's an opportunist. And MVP knows that. And that's why he's so amped to get them in. Shelton came on board, and now Bobby knows that he can be more of a help than a hindrance. You don't want to also have MGF as an enemy either. So Bobby knows that. Mm-hmm. So bring him in the fold, keep him close, because if you're playing those cards close to the chest, Max can be a great asset for you until Max needs something and it's not convenient for him anymore to be your asset, and you become his. And that, my friends, is what we're going to see down the road unfolding in the next couple months with this storyline.
Herb, it's an odd fit, but I like it. That's what she said.
Lowdown After Dark.
Then we get Anthony Bowens versus Ricochet. Very, very, very good match. Anthony Bowens has really come out of his shell since coming out of the Acclaimed.
Agreed.
This should have happened a long, long time ago.
That's good booking, man. Bowens looked amazing. Obviously, this is great to showcase Ricochet before the match on Sunday. I think it's going to be a great, great drag out in the stretcher match. I'm excited to see that. But yeah, no, it was good. Good match, man. Awesome. Great middle episode match to really keep everyone going, translating into the 9:00 hour, gets everyone still excited with the few matches still coming up. So great stuff, man. Great placement as far as the match wise. The match itself slapped, so it was good to see.
Yeah, it was definitely a good match. Mark Briscoe came out afterwards with the stretcher and surprised Ricochet. Was going to frog splash him off the top rope, but Ricochet moved before he got the opportunity to. So this is, feeding into Sunday's match with the two of them. I can't remember who I picked to win that match, though. I think I picked Ricochet.
We all picked Ricochet. No, Aaron picked Briscoe. I apologize. We all picked Ricochet. There was okay. Aaron was on the island of with his boy with Briscoe. So props to Aaron. Living on the island. I love it.
Sometimes you just gotta be all on your own on that one.
That's me all the time.
We had an FTR promo. I wasn't paying attention. Was it a decent promo?
Yeah, classic heel promo, man. Again, Stokely, I'm a big fan, especially when he's with heel guys. FTR doesn't talk. They don't need to talk, and I like that. Less is more from them right now. Just be the muscle, stand there, look cute, look mean, whatever you got to do. But Stokely just does everything he needs to do with his mouth alone. But yeah, they're setting whatever's going to happen on Collision tomorrow night's going to be pretty good. Excited for that. But yeah, that match is going to be pretty good on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. Jamie Hayter and Mercedes Moné have their segment with Renee Paquette as their little mediator between the two of them. It was Mercedes' portion of it was cringe. I mean, honestly, it was just cringe. I really, really, really want to see her lose on Sunday.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said on Saturday, when Mercedes takes her first L, then maybe I'll decide that it's a time for her not to have the L. But it's
but she did just take an L. She lost her belt.
Not an AW. It was an AEW belt. That's why. That's almost the gimme. That's why I look at this and go, yeah. They're like, okay, here, I'll drop a belt. I'll drop a belt. I'll take a shot in my armor. I'm not doing it here. And then she lost it abroad, and it is what it is. So that's the Mercedes way of doing things. So again, more power to her, man. She's the cash cow. Tony loves her. Tony wants to put a racket to her, and that's awesome. But I agree, the mic work is still cringe. But put a fresh coat of paint on something. We'll see what happens. But I can't sit here. I've done it far too many times to bet against her and come out looking wrong. So I'm gonna pick her. Maybe it's reverse psychology and she loses. But Mercedes is walking out of there with the Owen, unfortunately, this upcoming Sunday.
See, and I'm on the opposite island than you with that one. I think Jamie Hayter is gonna pull it out, and we're gonna see Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm at All In. I just think it's a better match. I don't know. I don't have the pen in my hand. I don't know. It's a better match. Yeah. Mercedes ends up attacking Jamie. Jamie lays out Mercedes in the end, with that layout interrupted by Miss Timeless Toni Storm coming to the ring, making quite the entrance. There was lots of twirling,
as she always does. Love me some Timeless Toni Storm. Always knows how to make an entrance. Yeah. But yeah, no. A lot of things have been thrown around as far as the match we're talking about. Like for the Owen, maybe does Mariah get involved? Does someone else get there's a lot of things going on. So, but again, everyone knows if you get laid out, whoever gets laid out on the show before is usually the one who loses. The one who wins the next time. So hopefully, with Hayter getting her just desserts on Wednesday, doesn't equate to a Mercedes Moné win on Sunday. So we'll see what happens. I certainly hope not. Man, we are cruising through this shit fast. Then we get to the main event, which surprised me that this was the main event and not the triple threat match. We had Julia Hart and Mina Shikawa, which was a really good match, except for when Mina almost broke Julia's back. Yeah. Tough times. Thank God nothing bad happened. It's good to see that. Yeah, that was rough. Yeah. Like that made my back hurt. I was like, ooh, ow. Yeah. I personally, this goes back to the All-In. I just think Julia's just getting misused right now, to be perfectly honest with you. I know like this division, a couple other promotions who have a very deep women's promotion. You have someone like me, and I get it. Like she has a match, but like Julia's been there for a long time and like grown there, and we're just feeding her else, bro. We're feeding her Mercedes, and now it's me. And like, I feel bad, man. I hope after all this is said and done, and we get like some stuff with All In, we get the Owens all set. I hope like Julia gets somewhat of a nice little push to something, because I just feel like she's just being so misused and just taking L's when it matters most, and it sucks. But that's just me. But yeah, great match in general, man. Obviously, yeah, that was a really bad spot, but luckily nothing bad happened of it. Yeah, obviously Mina comes out with the win, and it was a good match, man. Yeah, it was. Then we had Sky Blue come out and save Julia Hart, so it's nice to see that they're going to put those two back together. I like those two as a pairing. Yeah, could be something. Yeah, again, but it's just like we're taking away the singles push and we're putting them back together with a pair. It's just. Again, just kind of fits in the same narrative of just Julia had her one shot with the Owen, and now this, and then we're back in the grouping. So, but at the end, good to see her come out. Obviously, Tony gets involved as well. So, a lot of stuff going on as far as going to their match, their women's match over at Double or Nothing. Did Julia ever get a rematch? Yes. Did she for the TBS title? Yeah. Okay. Yep. I wasn't sure if she had or not. If she didn't, Stampede will correct me, but I'm 99% sure she did. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if she did or not because I thought she got hurt right afterwards. So I wasn't sure if she ended up getting it or not. Then we get the Young Bucks trying to leave the arena. And they're sitting there bragging about how, they said they were going to get us and it's the end of the show and they haven't gotten us yet.
I turned and looked at my husband. I said, count to 3. Here they come. And here comes Samoa Joe and Hobbs from behind the curtain. Starting the anarchy in the arena a few days early. Now, if it goes by what you're saying, that the team that gets laid out is the one that ends up winning, looks like Team AEW may be taking the win on Sunday.
Absolutely. But then you got to think that the EVPs have something up their sleeve as well. So again, I think that the anarchy in the arena is going to be a very, very good match with a lot of surprises, a lot of people involved in that. Seeing as it goes all over in a lot of different places, not just the ring. So it's going to be a great, great match. But yeah, it could be a Team AEW pullout, man. It could be. But the EVPs know what they're doing. And so with the Death Riders. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. I'm sure the Team AEW has some things up their sleeve as well. I don't know how long it takes to get down Everest, but probably not in time for Sunday. But yeah, no.
Yeah, that was
there's definitely some surprises.
At the aquarium was just saying here. Anyone know
nice.
how long it takes to get down from Everest?
There you go. Nice. Everybody's thinking like. But yeah, no. So yeah, good stuff. I think you'll be surprised on both ends. And yeah, I think whoever, like I said on Saturday, I mean, obviously I picked the EVPs to win that and walk away. But it's going to be one of those things where I think whoever wins, it's just the match itself is going to be very entertaining for everyone involved. So very excited for that match.
I just really hope they don't have music blaring the entire time, because that annoys the shit out of me when they do that.
They're going to. That's what they do. That's like, I guess that, again, I didn't know there was a staple. I couldn't remember it all of them, but I guess that's a staple of like the music blaring throughout. They started, I think, 2 years ago, and it's been a thing. So like, everyone gets pumped for it. I mean, if it's the AEW theme, I'm cool with that for 45 minutes, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's a long time.
Speaking of, they changed the intro.
Yeah, I like that though. Keep changing it up. Keep changing it up. That gives me some 90s vibes from WCW and WWF. The intro is the same, but you change up the slides, you change up the moves, the people. I like that. Keep it up. Do that. Keep it interesting. I like that.
It was definitely more updated.
Yep. Keep it going every time. Title change, do a new one. Yeah, new people. Keep changing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice. It was definitely, it threw me off a little bit at first. I was like, whoa, this is different. I mean, I like it, but it's different. But yeah, I thought it was a really strong episode leading into Double or Nothing this weekend. There was a lot of meat and potatoes into it building up for Sunday. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the pay-per-view.
I'm very excited. I think it's going to be good. I think we've talked about this before. We said it multiple times here on Wednesday nights. AEW pay-per-views always hit. It might not hit a 10 out of 10, but it's definitely not something where you're like 1 star would not recommend. So it has a little something for everybody. They make it interesting with their storylines and people coming back, things like that. So yeah, it's going to be good, man, especially Double or Nothing. It's pretty much the original that started it all, as Dustin was talking about. And it's obviously going to be a great, great lead in for All In. So very, very pumped for it, man. It's going to be a great, great show.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty sure we're going to do a post show. So tune in to an announcement for that. We got to kind of figure things out, figure out what we're going to do there. But yeah, great episode tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pumped for it. We'll figure some stuff out. I got a lot of stuff to move around as far as Battleground and Double or Nothing, but we'll get it all figured out. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, guys. Well, that is the lowdown for tonight. It was a short, sweet episode. John, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, same that you see right there at Chair Shot Sports. You can find me on YouTube, on X, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Mondays on the Raw Rundown, Fridays on the SmackDown Shakedown, and also you can catch me Wednesdays live at 6:30 Eastern Time over on bodyslam.net with the Chair Shot Sports Weekend Wrestling as well.
Sweet. And you guys know where to find me at Jess Skywalker 10 on X or Jessie B 1705 on TikTok. Go shoot me some follows on TikTok. I don't post a lot, but just go follow me anyways. Just do it. Do the thing, you know. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight, and we will see you next Wednesday. Have a good night. Bye.